how did Aztec come about?
Dan and I actually went to school together, and I hadn't heard from him in ages, and he randomly got in contact and said that he needed a singer for a track, and would I be interested? And I thought, okay, yeah, why not? I'll give that a little go. So I went and met him for the afternoon and met Jules, and he played me this track, and I thought, oh, that sounds quite cool. And then literally I just did some improvisation over the top, really. And then a couple of weeks later, they'd done their magic, and hey presto, we got Aztec, and people seemed to really like it. And then before I knew it, I was sort of a trance vocalist out of the blue.
But you've also worked with other producers as well, apart from Neptune Project.
Yeah, I've been really lucky. So it's been bizarre because I'd never set out to sort of be a trance vocalist, and it's kind of evolved that way through this chance message from Dan asking me to come and work on Aztec. And then it's been amazing how that's kind of opened up new opportunities and new doors. So after that, I had a few different people get in touch with me, and I've done some work with Adam Ellis. We did Napalm Poet and Agent Orange, and Stealth Bomber with Bryan Kearney. And then I've spoken to a few other people and sent over some stuff that's not been used, as these things kind of work out.
Not yet, I guess.
Not yet. Yeah, probably in somebody's trash box on their laptop somewhere. So I've been really, really lucky how it's kind of developed through, and I've got to work with some really lovely people. I'm very, very blessed.
And music is also a very big part of your life, because it's also part of your daytime job, right?
Yeah, all I do is music. So I'm a singing teacher, and I've got a little music school as well, which teaches singing to kids and to adults. And we do a piano course and sort of songwriting lessons and things like that. And then I gig. I've got a few bands that I play with, that I sing with, and I've got a band that I play bass guitar for really badly. So yeah, it's music the whole time. I literally don't know how to do anything else, so it's just sort of worked out that way.
What were you thinking when Dan approached you? But he wasn't that musical in school, right?
Oh no, ridiculous. Of all the people from school that would ever go into music, Dan is the least likely. He was lovely at school, but he liked football, he liked James Bond, and he wanted to be a policeman. So when I found out that he'd gone into music, I was gobsmacked. And then the funny thing is, not only is it weird that he went into music, but he's actually really successful with it. So there are so many people from school that you would have thought would go into music if anyone was going to. And it wasn't them. They're all doing, normal jobs now, and Dan's a superstar trance DJ.
How did you yourself get into music, into singing? So
I've always been a singer. My parents, my dad's a guitarist, and mum's quite musical. She sings a bit. And so I'd always done that. I did choirs and things when I was little. And then from age 15, I've been doing bands. And then I went to music college and trained as a jazz singer. And I've never done anything else. I don't know how to do anything else.
What was it like to become a part of a trance duo like Neptune Project with Dan and Jules?
I just feel really lucky. It's been really lovely, and they've kind of introduced me to the scene, and it's been great. And the response that we've had from people has been amazing. Because I wasn't familiar with the scene, I've been amazed at how friendly people are, and I get messages from people kind of saying, "Oh, we really love your music, and we really love this song," and that's just crazy.
How do you write, or how do you sit down and write music?
So we've done it in lots of different ways with the Neptune Project stuff. So sometimes they've put a track together and I just go in and improvise over the top. Other times, excuse me, they've sent me through some tracks and I've had to go at penning something over the top, and I'll listen to things and just see if I get a vibe from it, and usually some sort of lyric will work its way into my head, and then I go from there. Sometimes I will sit down at the piano and I'll write just something in my head. So I'll be pottering around the kitchen and you get an idea in your head and think, oh, I think that's a trance tune. And then I'll put that together and send it through to Dan and Jules, and they'll either email back and say, hey, we really like it, or not so sure. Yeah, so different tracks have come from different places, really. Yeah.
But how personal are they?
Really personal. Yeah, I mean, every track's your baby, isn't it? And some of the lyrical songs that we've done all sort of relate to things that have been going through my life or my mind at the time. I've just written a vocal for Dan and Jules the other day, and that's all about Dan, really, and the relationship between Jules and Dan and me and Dan, where Dan's often sort of travelling around, so working with people long distance and still feeling connected with them. And yeah, that's really, really personal to me because, yeah, we've been friends since school.
Is that the one that you wrote in a couple of hours with the strings and with the...
Yeah. So that was me kind of pottering around the house, and it popped in. I'd seen Dan earlier in the day. We'd had a coffee and just to catch up, really. And he was saying, we need to do some music. And then I was thinking, we really do need to do some music. And then I was thinking about, you know, the relationship there, platonic relationship there. And it just sort of flowed through me. And then I ran down to my cellar, which is my kind of music room, and just popped my mind away. And a couple of hours later, hey presto, hopefully we've got a trance track.
Yeah, because I got to hear it last night, actually, and it's really, really beautiful.
I'm really glad you like it. I think I'm pleased with it. Yeah, you're never really sure. And when you write something... you sort of think, I think this is good, but it's not until somebody else sort of gives you that confirmation. And sometimes you'll write things, and I've written vocals, and then you get to the end of it and you realise that you've written basically the same thing before. The reason that it came out so easily is because you kind of wrote the same vocal a few months ago, just with some different words. So yeah, it's not until you send it to people and they say, oh no, that's different, and it's good and we like it and we feel connected to it, then you think, oh, okay.
But how do you, when you sit down and write, where do you usually start? Do you start in the beginning, or do you start in the middle, or what do you start with?
That varies. So, I mean, the most recent track that we did, that one, there was one particular lyric about sort of being far apart from each other, and that was where it started from, and I kind of had this little melody in my head, and then it grew from there. Other times, like we did a track, It Turns For You, and yeah, I kind of hear like the main hook will come through. Yeah, everything's different. Everyone comes from somewhere else. Each one develops in a different way. Sorry, there's not a better answer.
That's a very artistic answer, I guess.
Yeah.
What are you working on right now with Neptune Project?
Well, there's this new track that I've just written, which will hopefully become something. Fingers crossed. But generally, just sort of not a lot. Pottering along, really, and seeing what happens. The really nice thing about the relationship that I have with Dan and Jules is that it's completely relaxed. There's no kind of, we need to get this done by then, you need to write this, I've got this, you must get on with that, why haven't you done this? It's really, really organic, kind of, hey, we've done this, or hey, we haven't done anything for a while, or hi, do you like my track? So it's, yeah, really nice and relaxed. So there's never anything in the pipeline. We just follow the line and hopefully the pipe pops into it. That sounds really rude.
You got white paint all over your arm. This one right here.
Gosh.
What are you working on more at home right now?
I'm doing...
You got something in your hair as well on the side.
I had a shower before I met you, I promise. I'm painting my house at the moment. Yeah, nothing that exciting. I'm not doing any big artwork or anything. I'm painting my house some really neutral, boring colours. Just had a new kitchen fitted, new bathroom fitted. because my house was a state, a typical musician, there's just instruments everywhere and everything kind of gets a little bit trashed. So yeah, a little bit of home improvement. I've got a cut in my hand from where I put a screwdriver into it yesterday. Yeah, sorry.